Hello everyone, my name is Haven, and today I am reacting to our favorite band on this channel anyways, Narcisista, The Warning. So, this was one of the songs that I kind of asked for when it came to what songs they speak in Spanish, or sing in Spanish, and so this is one of them, and the other one is Martirio. Hopefully I said that right. Martirio. It's so hard to say sometimes when you try to, especially when there's two R's and it's like you have to roll your R's on one, but you also have to roll your R's on another. It's very hard. If like Spanish isn't exactly something that you know fluently enough. Like I learned Spanish in school, but I can't say that I'm like remotely fluent in it in any way. So I only know like the way that, like, I hate that I suppose I need to get into this. I should anyways. I only know how to speak some Spanish because of the people I work with, you know, because a lot of them are Hispanic and they're not from like Mexico, but they're like from various parts of, you know, the Latin world. And so I know certain words, and because I had a best friend for like the longest time, for like ever, and he is like Hispanic, so like English is not only, Spanish is like his family's language, but English is like his, you know, like it's the language he learned, I guess, in a way growing up in school with us. So it's like he knows Spanish fluently, but he also knows English fluently. So like you can tell, like with some people like who are born in Mexico or even just in the Latin world, like they kind of have an accent when they speak, especially even if they're speaking English, you can still hear the accent. Like they don't have like the English accent, like whether it be like American accent or whatever. They don't have, some of them don't have it. I can't say all of them because I don't know for sure, but I know like going based off of the with the people I work with. Like there's a guy who I'm pretty good friends with, and he's a supervisor, and he is Hispanic, and he can speak perfect English, but he can only understand some Spanish. Like he can only understand some Spanish. He can speak a little bit as well, but his parents, like his dad used to work there, and his dad you had a hard time understanding what he was saying because his Hispanic accent was so thick, you know. So that's what I'm getting at. Like my best friend, his English is perfect and his Spanish is perfect. I would say perfect in a way, you know, because, you know, he's used to speaking it. So with me, I understand the I would say I can do the accent, I suppose, or the dialect or whatever well enough. I'm sure it's not like perfect, you know, by any stretch of the imagination, but I can do it well enough because I'm around Hispanic people. So that is just me explaining something that me understanding Spanish and somewhat speaking it based off of just the name of the song alone. I'm sorry. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna react to this song. It's gonna be, I would imagine it's gonna be fully in Spanish, so I'm looking forward to that, and this will be an experience worth checking out. And I don't know, I'm just ready to listen to this, so let's jump right into this. So, interesting song so far. I like it. I do. It's one of those songs, listening to it kind of reminds me of the song Call Out by Attila. It's literally calling out this song's calling out narcissists, and I can definitely like reading, while I'm listening, I'm also reading the lyrics, and even though I don't understand the majority of what she's saying, I kind of get an idea, like because some of the words I do know, like, K and two and a variety of other things. And so when I'm kind of putting them together, and I'm kind of getting the general gist of what they're saying. Not everything, but remotely so. And the song's definitely, it's one of those songs, like I said, it's calling out like narcissists. Obviously the song's called Narcisista, so of course it's calling out narcissists. But it's a very good song, and you can definitely feel the tone of it. So let's keep going.
Ya no sé qué hacer, no le veo el punto a pretender, no intento más, porque yo ya sé que atrás de las cortinas ellos siguen hablando, sus buenas intenciones siempre salen sobrando. No creas que me engañas con ese disfraz, porque tú no sabes nada. Corres la voz y no te callas, me tapo los oídos y simplemente digo na 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 na. Déjenme negar la lista, no soy loca ni malinchista. Na 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 na. Dicen que soy egoísta, condenada narcisista. Na 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 na. Volveré a negar la lista, no soy loca ni malinchista. Na 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 na. Dicen que soy egoísta, condenada narcisista.
All right, so that was a really good song. I like that one. So give me a second. I'm gonna try to find the English lyrics. So I'll be right back. All right, so here it is. So here's the lyrics. It says, "They say they have to pray for me. So worried, but I do not see that they are praying so much. It's not for me. Quit your judging already. Stay away from me." It sounds like something already that me, as someone who listens to the music I listen to, maybe also being into some of the things I'm into, this speaks to me. And I can see why they even said this. It's because if I am to understand, and I don't want to look ahead, and really I don't think they're gonna have any interpretation of why. I'm sure that if they were talking about the song, they would probably tell you. But if I'm to go based off of what I think they're saying, is people are judging them maybe by because they only sing in English, maybe, or it could be the genre itself. Like a lot of Hispanic people I work with, they play music out loud and everything. Like they bring some speakers and play some music, and a lot of the time that I find, a lot of it's not like music that you and I will listen to. They listen to a lot of like Hispanic music, and more or less like the country Hispanic types music stuff. just, like you got some people playing guitars and singing. Maybe, I don't know what they're saying, but I know that's usually a lot of the times that's not like pop music. I mean, I hear some pop music and maybe some like hip hop or whatever, but it's mainly like stuff you would hear like, I don't like folk music, I would say, like that kind of stuff. So it's not very normal. I don't think it's very normal, but I could be wrong because I don't live in the Latin world, Latin America. I don't live there, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you what their music, what is more prevalent music-wise. But I know a lot of it. I think a lot of the ones that are older, like adult, I would say, like maybe in the 30s or 40s, they probably don't listen to a lot of music that maybe I listen to, or what kids would listen to, that kind of stuff. I don't see that. So I could see how that maybe they could be judging them on the genre of music, which is like rock, I would say. I wouldn't call it metal, but rock, So that could be it. I mean, they're being judged on something, and I can only think that maybe it's because a lot of the songs are either, like I said, they're singing in English, or it's the genre. I can't think of anything else. I don't know them well enough to really know anything else. So that's just what I'm thinking. So please criticize me a little more. I find myself entertained to hear everything you say, all your bad mouthing. Let me laugh a little more. Because you don't know anything, you run your mouth, and don't shut up. I cover my ears and I simply say, okay. So let me refute the list. I'm crazy, or I don't know what that word is. I guess there isn't really. Okay, here it is. So I have something in my throat. Jeez. Malinchism is I want to say pejorative, but I think it's pejorative because it's in English. Pejorative term used in Mexico for those who are attacked by foreign values, thinking them superior, which I think that's everybody. I don't think it's really necessarily. I mean, that's it. That is the term, obviously. So I could see the term being used. That's their term, but I think overall, when it comes down to it, it happens no matter what. It's just one of those things. Like here in America, like if you don't really show much American like pride, I suppose people can look at you weird. Like, what is wrong with you? You hate you hate your country or whatever. And it's like, no, I just don't particularly agree on what happens in this country. Like there's a lot of bad shit. And I don't understand American pride at the same time, because like, what are we so proud of? Like, from what I hear, not a lot of countries are exactly, carry their country pride. Like I've heard, Brits or, English people say like, they find it so weird that, we have so much pride in our country, and we, pledge our allegiance to the flag. It's such a foreign concept to them, because no one else really does it. So I mean, overall, just I do agree that this is a thing, and I could see, like the people in Mexico or people in the Latin world overall, I could see them being mad because, like, if you think about it, it's like, oh, you're singing in English, you're probably living the lifestyle of Americans, and and they think, oh, you've turned your back on your own people. That's what they think, that these people that are criticizing them, and it's like, no, we're just doing what we love, and that's it. And why does it matter? Why does it matter to you what I do? It's my life. Let me live it. So. They say I'm selfish, condemned, narcissist. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't see the point in pretending. I'm not trying anymore, because I already know that behind the curtains they keep talking. Their good intentions always come out and lackey. Don't believe that you're fooling me with that disguise. So yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's what it comes off to me. Oh, here we go. It's right here. Narcisista, a scathing rebuke of their Mexican critics that have accused the band of being Malinchista, Mexican term used to call out cultural traitors because the group is only recorded. Yeah, so there it is. Yeah, that's what it is. They're mad because they're singing in English, but it's like, why does it matter? There are literally bands from all over the world that will come and go, that will go to any country, okay, Well, I mean, let's see, who can I think of that is a prime example, because I think that's the worst example that I was thinking of. But I mean, there are bands that that do the same thing. I mean, there's like you look at Electric Callboy. You know, that's a prime example. You know, they're from Germany, and they sing in English. But I mean, recently they've done one song, maybe a couple songs in German. But you know, they mainly sing in English. I mean, the German people aren't up in arms because they're like, oh, you're betraying your culture by singing in English. You know, sing your native language. No, nobody cares. And I don't see why it matters. I mean, I get it. Like, a lot of Hispanic people are very traditional when it comes to a lot of their stuff. Like, everything, really, when it comes down to it, they're traditional. You know, like family values, religion, you know, and even, I guess, even with speaking in Spanish, you know, like, that's a big thing for them, too. And so to sing in English, I suppose I could see how they could assume that, you know, you're a traitor for singing in Spanish, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You know, they are still representing not only themselves but their people by, you know, doing what they love, you know, being a big band, being well known and being out there. You know, they're representing, you know, their culture, you know, saying, hey, we're Mexican, we're proud, and we're gonna sing in English, we're gonna do what we want because that's who we are. You know, like Upon a Burning Body, you know, they're Hispanic, but almost all their songs are in Spanish, like nearly all of them, you know. And it's like, I don't hear anybody giving them shit for it, you know? So it's like, why does it matter with this band? It shouldn't, you know? And it shouldn't matter with any band, you know? It's just one of those things where people just want to control people. That's all it is, you know? That's all it ever is. So overall, I know I kind of went onto a rant here, and I'm sorry. But I like the song, and I like what they're standing up for. You know, they're standing up for themselves, and I appreciate that. It makes me love the band more, and makes me love the song as well. So, what about you guys? You know, I know you guys love talking about this band, so let me know what you think. You know, I know what it means, but I want to know what you think about this whole thing, like with the Malankista. Was it Malankista? Is that what it is? Is that how you say it? Let me know what you think about this whole thing, you know. And if you have any songs you want me to react to, let me know, and I will definitely try to get to those as soon as possible. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Drink plenty of water, and I will see you guys in the next video.